especially from his slave master, who tortured him by placing a heavy rock on his chest under the hot desert sun.
Han Meditations. Hey guys, as you can see, I have all these journals. The link will be in the description. Hello guys, I am Han. This is Kelly.
Hello.
We are Han Meditations. We're back with another video now.
Especially from his slave master, who tortured him by placing a heavy rock on his chest under the hot desert sun.
Han Meditations. Hey guys, as you can see, I have all these journals. The link will be in the description. Hello guys, I am Han. This is Kelly.
Hello.
We are Han Meditations. We're back with another video. Now, you guys saw the interesting email that I got about the Bible saying the N-word. This is the same guy who requested a video and told us about an interesting story of a man named Bilal that we have never even heard about, have we, Kelly?
No.
So it's interesting that we've been doing this for months. We haven't heard anything about this. So we actually want to learn more. And every time we do one of these videos, we learn something new. We learn something different. It's the most interesting thing I've ever experienced. And it's so fun to do it with you guys. So, you know, we hope you guys truly enjoyed and like being here with us because we're having a great time. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Hello, ChatGPT. I know that there is a figure, or I've heard there's a person in the Quran known as Bilal, who appears to be one of the first black Muslims, if not the very first, who worked very closely with the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Can you give me as much information as possible about this man and tell me what I need to know about this?
Yes, you're absolutely right. Bilal ibn Rabah radiyallahu anhu is a very significant figure in Islamic history. Known as one of the earliest and most loyal followers of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He is widely recognized as the first muezzin, or caller to prayer, and holds a unique place as one of the earliest black Muslims. Bilal was born into slavery in Mecca to an Ethiopian mother, and he was known for his strength, character, and resilience. When he embraced Islam, he faced severe persecution for his faith, especially from his slave master, who tortured him by placing a heavy rock on his chest under the hot desert sun. Despite the brutal punishment, Bilal remained firm in his faith, repeatedly proclaiming Ahad Ahad, meaning one, in reference to the oneness of God. His resilience and unbreakable spirit deeply impressed the Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, and other early Muslims. Recognizing Bilal's suffering, the Prophet's companion Abu Bakr purchased Bilal's freedom. After gaining his freedom, Bilal became very close to the Prophet Muhammad and served him loyally. Due to his beautiful voice, he was chosen as the first muezzin, giving the call to prayer a position of great honor in Islam. Bilal's call to prayer symbolized the inclusivity of Islam, showing that neither race nor social background limited one's place in the Muslim community. Bilal's life and role in early Islam represent themes of equality, justice, and resilience. The Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, held Bilal in high regard and made it clear that racial differences held no weight in Islam. Bilal went on to be highly respected by all Muslims and even played an important role after the Prophet's death. Bilal's legacy continues to be celebrated as a symbol of Islam's stance on equality, as he demonstrated that faith and devotion to God transcend racial or social backgrounds. His story has inspired countless Muslims to view Islam as a faith that promotes brotherhood and unity across all races and backgrounds.
Wow. I mean, when I hear this, it really makes me just feel like tears of joy, because it's like, I mean, you're talking about someone Ethiopian born into slavery, and he was basically, they seen him as nothing. They seen this man as nothing, and he was being tortured because he was Muslim. He was being tortured for it.
That's horrible.
And that's why whenever people talk about, you know, hey, were they starting wars in Islam? Which they were not starting wars, but sometimes you had to fight because there are injustices happening that could only be solved by going, you know, warring with people, essentially. I mean, people were getting tortured and slaughtered for believing what they believed. And he continued to be a Muslim and had a beautiful voice. And the Prophet Muhammad didn't care that he was a slave. all he cared about was that, you know, he believed in God. And I think that's the most beautiful thing that can happen. Just showing that your place is not defined by your race. It doesn't matter what your skin color is. It doesn't matter if you're born a slave. I mean, these are the stories that people aren't talking about, that people need to hear. People need to know this kind of information. The man was born a slave.
Exactly.
He was a black slave, born a slave, and the Prophet Muhammad took this man under his wing.
Because he was inspired by him.
Exactly. He was inspired by a slave. I mean, you got to think this man was nothing to the outside world. No one saw this man as something.
Absolutely.
And to come and be inspired by that is inspiring me. Makes me fired up. Makes me emotional.
I really feel like inspired.
No, I really feel emotional and inspired because I'd never heard this story.
I don't know how we never heard of him yet.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's why this is like the hidden story of the first black Muslim, because people need to know this information. And I gotta thank Rosso again.
So
I hope
beautiful.
I'm saying that Rosso or Rosso. I'm not sure how do you actually pronounce it, but he sent us this email talking about this. And this was one of the most beautiful things that I've ever heard. And I'm going to actually have to find more about this story and learn about it. And you'll probably see us reacting to video. Didn't you think that was beautiful, Kelly?
I mean, I don't know what I'm maybe a little sensitive today, but like it honestly like brings tears in the back of my eyes. Like that's actually one of the most inspiring stories I ever heard, truly. And how he was saying that the big stone was on his chest, and he was just saying, well, in Arabic, but 1-1. And wow, that's very deep and profound, you know. I mean, it's such a simple thing, but it's like 1-1. I mean, if you really start like kind of pondering on that, that's extremely deep, because it's like, yeah, maybe the one God, but maybe it also helped him think like, okay, if I can, every moment you're just in the here and now, right? Like, okay, one moment in time, and maybe if he could just, maybe that helped him even get through such a torturous moment, you know. But him repeating that, I mean, that would be so uncomfortable. I would not, I would enjoy it.
He would repeat 1-1?
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
I must have missed that part.
Yeah, he was saying 1-1, as in the one God. And he was saying it the whole time that big stone was on his chest.
Wow.
And then they were so inspired by it. The man bought his freedom. Muhammad, peace be upon him, found out. And so imagine that. Like, imagine the strength and clearly the power. If you can truly, even these most horrendous moments, if you still see God, look what can happen. Like, he didn't know that someone was going to say, he wasn't thinking, oh, maybe if I repeat this, someone will save me. No, he just knew what his belief was, and that is the power of God. His whole life changed around in his worst moment, where he could have died, suffocated to death, but he still believed in God, and look what God did for him. So you never know why things are happening the way they are, and that's the whole point. What a horrible moment. A huge stone is on my chest. Why would God do this to me? 99.9% of people would be thinking that. They'd be cursing God, honestly. But he still had faith that there was a better purpose for it. And boom, look what happened. So that's why even in our worst moments, if we still truly believe that God has something better in store, there will be something better in store. And that's just the way it is.
Wow. Kelly, that was powerful. I don't think I could have even said that any better. I mean, you're on a roll today. I'm so proud of you. That's a beautiful story, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting on the video. That's all you need to do. But thank you to the people that donate to the channel. You guys are helping us keep the channel running.
Thanks for watching my video. If you are not subscribed, you are new, please subscribe my channel. Allah Hafiz.